I'm a firm believer that being able to do this one thing is the greatest skill you can possibly have. And that single skill is the willingness to suck at something for a prolonged period of time. When you can learn to be okay with being a beginner at something, you'll learn that you can actually progress so much quicker. If you're wanting to get in better shape, but you can't get over the fear of not knowing what you're doing, the only way to actually get to that point is by putting yourself in the situation to be okay looking like you don't know what you're doing. Because no matter what the topic or task is, you have to learn to be okay with paying down that ignorance tax. So often we look for loopholes or shortcuts to get to where we want to go, when in reality, we just have to do the hard work to get there. Even if that hard work looks like looking a little stupid at first. So if you want to start posting on social media, learning about weight loss, or just getting better at public speaking, the sooner you can come to terms with the fact that at the beginning you will suck, the sooner you'll actually be able to make progress. And when you understand this, you can give yourself grace, because why would you expect to be good at something you're doing for the first time? For example, when I first started getting into the gym, I literally knew nothing about any of the equipment. And truthfully, that stopped me from going into the weight room for a long time. But all that did for me was delay the inevitable that when I went in there, I would look a little stupid. But then eventually I did go in, and I got over the fact that I didn't know what I was doing, and then I started to learn. And eventually you go from not knowing anything to sucking just a little bit, and then sucking a little less, and eventually you kind of know what you're doing. But that process never happens overnight, and you will have to go through that phase one way or another. So stop delaying the inevitable and be okay with not being great at something for a short period of time, because no matter how long you wait, that ignorance tax will have to get paid. So start taking some risks and be okay looking a little dumb.